Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. It is episode 2 of our Sayyida Al Hurra Let's Play, and we are playing as the new Civ, the Icelandics. They're all about raiding. They're Vikings, that's what they do. We have our unique boat. These don't matter. We already discovered all the natural wonders in the distant lands, but if you do, you get 500 culture. You gain a relic by completing the civic masteries. After you complete your first tradition civic here. Missionaries are way more expensive. This doesn't really matter though. You're gonna get enough to complete Toshkana if you have enough culture. And well, as you saw previously, we have enough culture. We're gonna shoot through that culture tree. We get the Vikinger, which is our boats. We have what, 40 to 50 of them right now. They get science whenever they coastally raid, which is pretty sick. You get Saga Heroes. These Saga Heroes mostly about buffing up your military. The ones that I've seen so far. The Ringstäder, which is a unique improvement that gives you the Saga Hero. But it gives you happiness and culture if you have volcanoes and things, which can be useful. So we're all about, well, raiding and doing damage. I'm going to start befriending some city-states. Oh, before I do that, I should put in some stuff. You know what? Nah, let's just start befriending some city-states. I have plenty of influence points. We do not need to worry about that. Ayutthaya, because you're friendly. I can get one more. I'm looking for ones that won't get wiped out. Let's just go for Nizhmi here. As we get more influence, we'll throw more in. We're getting 138 influence per turn here, which is nonsensical because Al Hurra's bonus gives you 2 culture and 1 influence per age for every naval unit stationed on a district here. Of course, we are also running the memento that gives you the gold per age for naval unit stationed on a district, which means we're making gold. Yeah, she's pretty strong, and I don't even think that Iceland is a particularly good civ combo for her. However, look here. Do you see this navigable river tile on Bach? That means we're going to be able to raid Bach mercilessly. So we're going to be looking to get some fleet commanders down there to do that. Let's go ahead and set our legacies. We didn't go for the legacy points so much last era. You don't need to in order to win the game. You don't need the legacy points to win. Ooh. 3 combat strength for naval units at the cost of 10% influence. Right now that would just be 13 influence I lose, so whatever. 15% influence at the cost of 2 combat strength, so I would pick up 1 combat strength and 5 influence. I'm gonna take Silk Roads to keep all of our cities as cities. 5 gold for every trade route in antiquity is pretty good. Let's pick up... darn. I'll pick that up like that then. And cultural attributes would be pretty good. I'm considering this though. I think I'd rather have the 3 strength on navy units though, so let's just pick up the cultural attribute point, confirm those legacies, and move right along. I have lots of little things. Let's just have you become a fishing you know what? No. Because we're probably going to want to make some temple towns. So we'll just let these guys hang out for a bit. Let them grow and then consider. We're going to jump into the Great Works because we're going to have quite a few of those coming through. Let's also jump into researching tech masteries. And we're going to start with astronomy. As far as your... starting civics goes, getting this is really important, and luckily we can 1 turn that bad boy, so that's sick. Let's check. He's hostile with Lafayette. Well, let's form this alliance here, and then we'll go ahead and check what you've got Let's form this alliance here. We don't want to hate everybody. We just want to hate a few people. Oh, production on the shipyard, of course. We have more districts we can put on the oceans, which makes us even happier. We've got 8 billion Vikinger that we need to do something with. And I think I would like to get a bazaar, but I need to get over here to be able to do that bazaar any justice. So we're just gonna grab our stone cutters in our cities. A bazaar actually up here is way better. I want gold. I want gold, and I want to start raiding. I also want a fleet commander. How much would a fleet commander cost? We can't get it yet. Where's the fleet commander? Here. Well, let's save up some cash. I didn't want to take this XP until I had the fleet commander to benefit from it, but whatevs. The worst part about playing Al Hurra here is I have about 30 odd boats that I have to select through if I want to end the turn. And with Land Namabak, we get a relic every time we study a civic mastery, and we get culture for building boats, which we're going to put in when we can. It's not aggressively important right now, but let's go ahead and pick up piety to get that religion. Then we'll jump back and fill in our uniques. In cities, 10 food per turn would be pretty sick. I'm not interested in sharing maps anymore. We're going to jump straight into theocracy. As far as our unique civics go, Verinyar, 3 combat strength and 1 movement for naval units is really strong. Also, this all buildings gain a culture and production adjacency to volcanoes and natural wonders is good if you have those things. Hugen's Dreka gives you the ability to pillage or like ranged, which is really sick. And then you get relics and various things as you go through here. These are all very good to unlock, so we're just going to work on unlocking those pretty quickly. I want to grab a temple so I can get my religion unlocked. I'm working on saving up for our fleet commander. We're probably going to get 2 fleet commanders, one from here, one from here. Bring one around to Cusco. Uxmal has some cities that or some space that we can raid. And let's not forget to be picking up even more city-states as we can. Fleet commanders right now are pretty cheap. 480 for that one. And what do I need for one over here? 1440. We can do that. The issue is going to be, you know, getting the boats. There are a lot of Diplo city-states out on the map, which I'm not the biggest fan of. They start to have diminishing returns, I think. The Diplo city-states. Naval units turning into culture will help speed us through the culture tree. Now look at the might of our Vikinger. Oh, I should have. Honestly, I need to buy the fleet commander first. We have 2, so that unlocks Great Britain immediately. Get some experience, and then we're gonna take our fleet commanders and, well, start devastating some things. Might as well hit you with a hinder military and a denounce, and we'll start spying down here. Get some boats back for free. Go away. Oh, Trung dispersed city-state I was trying to befriend. That's not cool. Wat Thong is also like a fantastic wonder to pick up as the Vikings, because you have so many guaranteed relics to grab. So we're just going to pick up all of those. We should be pretty high along the priority list for wonders. On the channel, we always go for the butterfly, Nabi, in honor of my girlfriend. And what do we go for? City capital. I mean, yeah, it doesn't matter what we pick up for there, because we're not going to really be getting our relics from that. I think we're going to want to pick up, for every tile that has a natural wonder, I think we're going to go for interfaith dialogue. And we'll need to get to the theology pretty quickly so that we can pick up our extra belief. Oh, I could just declare war on him now. It might not be so bad. We'd shoot through the science tree. Oh yeah, all of his military being in the water is a big deal. It will hurt him. Let's go ahead and do this. +4 on his side though. Oof. Nah, I can wait. I can wait a little bit. I don't need that +4 malice. But my god, we could take Cusco so easy. I can deal with the -3 hit now, so we're gonna take this. I have lots of stuff here to get this back up to neutral. And then we're making a bunch, so it'll get put up to positive very soon. Well, one thing I want to do is start clearing out units. Wherever I can hit units will be very important. We've leveled up our fleet commander. That's great. Send you back up, and then we'll start grabbing the bombardment tree. And we can coastally raid from this far away, getting us science, which is cool. As long as we're using our Vikinger to do it, we're gonna make a pretty penny off of it. Ooh, we can get 2 more Vikinger. Let's do that. I don't know where they got put. Over here. That equates to more influence and culture for us. And importantly, what we want to come do now is move these guys down this way. Coastal raid here. We've made a ton of gold off of this already. 15 science from that one. More gold. Let's coastal raid over here. No, we shot. That was a mistake. I wanted to raid. Well, either way, we made a ton of gold. And with that ton of gold, we're going to come in here and purchase ourselves an observatory. Conquered settlements convert to your religion is going to be really good for us. Now let's start moving down our uniques a little further. 10 health for naval units outside our territory, and let's just keep coastally raiding here. Cultural attribute points. Let's go with culture per towns and figure out what we want to do over here. First, I want us coordinating our fire there. I'm gonna need some units. Let's start purchasing some units over here for our guy to pick up, because I'm gonna need actual units to come in and take the rest of this. Everybody over here is going to concentrate on wiping out these ranged units. And then everybody else over here, you're gonna work on Khan. Darn you, he built walls in Cusco. That's annoying. That's annoying. Well, before we lose any units, I'll still be able to hightail it out of here, I think. Cusco was going to be pretty simple to take, but it seems like that is gone. We can take Calicmo like this, move a unit in there to protect it for a little bit. We're going to need some units though. I would like to take Khan as well. Establish ourselves a little tiny beachhead over here with which we could start moving into Uxmal and other places. My goal this era is to take kind of as much land as I can, because we want to play as the Ottomans. And the Ottomans do better the more land that you own. Or at least the way I want to play the Ottomans. They will do better the more land that we own. Start regaining some of our culture per turn. We've moved our boats away, so it's damaged our yields. He's got no ranged units over here, so he's got no hope of actually dealing any damage to me right now. So I'm safe to just keep these units out. And my ultimate goal with this is just level this up as high as I can to get the reciprocal damage, the splash damage, and go to town. Splash damage unachieved here, making our boats even stronger. And with that, we can start doing some wild things. I'm gonna make this an urban town, because I think that'll make a good city next era. Did I make you a town? Not yet. this boat can go back and sit on one of our districts. It's done its job. We're soon to take Khan, actually. That won't be that hard to do. We've got so much firepower over here. And I'm working my army commander up here to take Bach. Things are looking okay. That's a lot of units. I don't like to see that. But honestly, it's not that stressful. I want to do this and push out like that. And then we'll throw you here and just keep bombarding that. And with the splash damage that we have on these guys, we'll weaken everybody as we do this. You're done. You can go back and sit on one of our home tiles, increasing our culture and influence gain even more. And, well, it's time to start making some money, I think. Aw, you jerk! He pieced out Machiavelli to take that settlement away from me. It would have been mine the next turn. That's unfortunate. Well, I've got to take something now. How many turns until my demand tribute on Uxmal is done? 6? Yeah, I don't think the war will be done within 6 turns. So that's probably a reasonable amount of time to wait. Freddy is spying on me. I'm not a fan. Slowly, ever so slowly, we are working our way in. Ultimately, I want to wait anyway, because we're still waiting on our sanction. I think I could argue for Uxmal in the war. Maybe Bach. Probably Uxmal. Either way, it's fantastic experience for our army leaders, and that's useful anyway. I want Uxmal because it has coastal settlements. I want Bach because it has a lot of stuff. You've kind of reached the end of your usefulness over here. Let's get you back on one of our tiles to get us that culture and influence. Speaking of influence, start influencing some more city-states. I need temples. We've got so many guys. So let's go religious site, purchase a temple, and make sure that we're filling it in with our Toshkana stuff. I could get another temple, I think, somewhere. Let's repair that plantation. And a temple could go, well, right here next to the natural wonder. Throw in some more stuff. And heraldry is going to get us to shipbuilding faster. We're making 112 influence per turn when everybody else is maxed 32. And we're 400 culture per turn when even Lafayette is only at 300. So we're in a pretty comfortable position. Pretty sizable lead on people here. Yes, keep repairing so I can pillage, please. Let me pillage everything that I can pillage. We are just destroying him economically. Unfortunately, it has turned into a stalemate-y sort of forever war here, but needs must. We'll put you, throw you there, throw you here. And both of you can start whaling on this district. And then what we'll do is we'll pop you out here. Make sure that we promote to get the extra damage. And then next turn, Bach shall be ours. The mead of poetry. In longhouses at assemblies and royal courts abroad, Icelandic poetry abounds with its unique language of kinnings. One simple substitutions: wave horse for ship, stiff's hair for gold, increases their complexity as skalds push their craft to new heights. When one produces the dark betrayer of the wood, bear of the old walls, the audience conclude that this must refer to... I'm gonna say cat, just because. And why not get a Grand Bazaar? I think we should be able to detour for that. Oh, our tribute is done. Our demand tribute has finished. So next turn, when we're able to take Bach, then we'll sue for peace. And then we'll just gear up to take Cusco after that. Plenty of money generally maketh things spare. And there is Bach. It belongs to us. Hey, cat. It was cat. 225 culture. I'll keep this settlement. What did we pick up with this settlement? Anything good? No wonders. That's a little sad. You're building the Grand Bazaar there. And it looks further along than my Grand Bazaar, which I'm unhappy about. While I have the gold, you know, I don't have any place that I can put down one of our unique buildings. The requirements on that's really strict. Well, let's sue for peace. What can you give me? He'll give me Uxmal. I will propose and take that. That gives us a lot of land to work with, and in about 10 turns we will go back and take everything else. You know, it's a shame that I built this commander here and didn't realize that I was in an inland sea and I'd never be able to get this commander out. I was mistaken. Ooh, a Varangian veteran, an Icelandic farmer, sits on a hill, a gilded sword in his lap, surrendering himself to the memories of youth. A splendid city in a far-off land, Constantinople. His mercenary brothers laughing over ale, the blood and screams of countless battles. He is home now, yet still he yearns for that other home, the one across the waves. Experience on all commanders. Definitely. I don't have enough places to put the Hringstader down. The experience is worth way more to me right now. Yeah, he's gonna get the Grand Bazaar before I do. I am unhappy about that. But it's fine, I'll take it from him. He won't have it for long. Can I get a Hringstader up here? Yes. Okay, finally. That allows us to start unlocking our saga heroes. At the Alhringi, standing up on the law rock, the young law speaker fidgets as he watches the large crowd gather before him. He has been many months memorizing the law code. 300 culture, 300 science. 300 science, that's worth a turn. Cool. Let's grab a settler, because we can come settle these these tundra islands up here pretty comfortably. We get Toshkana 1. I lost the Grand Bazaar. I picked up a migrant. To replace the Grand Bazaar, I can throw down an inn for the food there. We're already like halfway up the thing here, which feels ridiculous. It's turn 36. We're demolishing everybody. Meow, Borgerson. Activate on the Hringstader, 2 culture for each Hringstader on this settlement for each celebration. Sure. Right now, this is giving us 8 culture, and that's just going to scale as we go up. Are you telling me I don't have a grassland in this settlement? I do not. I do have a grassland in here. I thought I'd be able to put you down. You're tropical. Ah, it's not grassland, it's tropical. You're tropical. Where's the grassland? Up here. I need tundra or grassland to get that. Somebody has built my wonder. I didn't have tundra to put it down, or else I would have. It's a hard wonder to build. We're already up here working on tier 3 units. It's turn 40. We're 28% through the age, and we're staring down tier 3 units. I can get a whole bunch of these units and come over here and start dealing with Freddy. I'd be really happy. We need these distant land settlements. He doesn't have much on the coast for us, though. Up on the north side he does. Let's spend a few turns worth of influence to get Fashoda on our side. Oh, there's a big place up here for us to start settling. We are getting fat. We're getting huge. And we're not even running any more coastal settlements. I don't have settlements to benefit from our unique right now. Soon I will. There's a shipwreck I want to pick up. We're working on getting settlers up here to this big continent up here. More celebrations is always good for us. Vassalage, giving us the gold and everything else we might ever have wanted. I got my treasure convoy directly from Cusco. That's cool. Now I think we're just gonna kind of take this war, aren't we? While he's on one settlement, we're just gonna take him out. I can boost us up quite a bit. This is gross. I kind of wish Ibn would move his stuff away, but fine, we'll work around. We'll work around it. Not even an issue. Torshkana 2. Torshkana 2? Is it? I think, yep, Torshkana 2 is done. And like honestly, our boy down here is done. He just doesn't quite realize yet how done he actually is. But this should be the end of him this turn, I think. And steal this. Wait, are you kidding me? They should all be mine. I own all the districts. Why are you still alive? Sometimes it's a little hard to tell, but I should own all the districts. There we go. I have seen the light. Now I fall back into darkness. Goodbye, Bolivar. I will take Cusco and keep it. And this is yet another settlement we will need to fill up with naval units. Well, that's half of our home continent now that belongs to us. And we're working on taking up all this stuff. It's probably worth it to come around and pick up all that stuff and just purchase another Viking here. Mordravelier. I want to buy a Ringstetter here, and let's purchase a temple actually. While we're at it, we might as well purchase a fishing quay, and let's purchase a harbor. And we'll go granary over here, and then we'll go for a sawmill just to get us the gold coming out of this. And we'll go Vikingar here, and that gives us some culture, and we're going to be sitting on some influence from that. Let's go ahead and start making Freddy mad. We can demand tribute from, I don't know, we'll pick like Rome or something. Spend the 10 turns to grab that. It angers him, but I don't much fear him. Our military score is through the roof right now. I fear nobody. Oh, I don't want to war Ada, so I'm gonna stay neutral here and lose my alliance with Ibn. I'm fine with that. I'm not much upset about that. I want the happiness from Fashoda. I'm gonna bring you around and coastally raid this to pick up some food. Really, I don't know what to do now. I've kind of done most of the stuff that I want to do. More saga heroes, start pushing those out. I think it's going to be fairly important to make quick work of Freddy and take some land off of him. If I want to play as the Ottomans, I want lots of land to get my doubled what do they call it? Doubled artifacts. Yes, there we go. Doubled artifacts bonuses. Profnil Hafredson. Activate on a temple. Oh yeah, coastal rating spreads your religion. That's pretty cool. Activate on the fleet commander. Oh, that's good. Let's go send you down over there. We've unlocked Russia by settling in the tundra 3 times, and we're just settling out, spamming things up here. All of those should count as distant land settlements, right? Yeah. I think 1, 2, 3. If I just get these converted over to my religion, I'd have at least distant land. Non-sufficient Orbis 1. I lost Burburador. I'm not that upset by it. It would have been nice to have. I'll go Forbidden City in its place instead. I don't want to make the rest of my buildings like more expensive, and so I don't want to build buildings that I don't necessarily have good adjacencies for. Because we're gonna go way over our settlement limit here soon. Oh, there's a lot of juicy units to wreck, to take Kame. This Saga Hero is pretty good. It gives you the commendation that I like to take for free. Was it the order commendation? This one. So that's a pretty good guy. I'm gonna hold on to him until we can get a new guy. Activate on a temple. That gives you the coastal raid bonus. And now we're gonna just come up here and purchase a missionary. Spread our religion up here. I have so many social policies that I can slot. And I'm so close to finishing up the tech tree as well. Non-sufficient orbis 1. These 3 settlements up north will give me up to 3. And then as soon as I just declare this war and take that settlement, that'll get me up to 3. Easy clap. And I'm about to hit like boats level 3. Yeah. So this is gonna be quick. I want to take as much as I can take off of him to get the best bonus that I can out of being the Ottomans. I gotta be honest, I don't think this particular like version of Iceland or Norway, I guess, is broken. But they feel so good compared to Civ 6 and like Civ 5 that I'm pretty happy with this Norway. Hey, we got 1 enlightenment point. That's pretty cool. I like this version of Iceland, or the Vikings, I guess, because I like that you're encouraged to settle tundra. I like that it's religious. I like that your boats are so good. I think the broken apart design of Civ 7 really fits like this sort of civilization very well, whereas it might have been disappointing for some other civs. I think it's done a good job for these like very niche, more niche civs like this. I think it's done a great job with them. Why haven't I boosted myself to oblivion yet? I wasted a whole bunch of combat points. That's better. I still have to fear the Cavaliers because they're still pretty strong. But yeah, we've done the tech tree. Except for all the masteries. 56% through the era. Just a casual 56% through the era here. And this will do Toshkana, which will give me another 10% on the era. We've got 16 settlements, and I can definitely get another one over here. I really want to get more of our unique little thingies around. I haven't built any culture buildings except for like 2 kilns. All of my money is going to be going here, unfortunately, because I need units to protect ourselves, and we're going to get some units out over here to take Arlay. I can also take Fashoda and Bayo pretty easily. I think with my boats, I'm still too far away from getting any sort of treasure resource points. And boom, Arlay is ours. And that completes non-sufficient orbis. Minus 50% golden towns is like negative 500 gold per turn. Ooh. It's disgusting. I'm rejecting your peace deal, brother. I don't want your crappy peace deal. What point did we get? Scientific. That's not that bad. Science on quarters will get us through a lot of stuff here, and we're not that far from another one. Unfortunately, you're probably done for, if I had to guess. I think it's time that we backed you up and brought you forward. And what we want to do is start loading everybody up into our guy. I'll purchase a pikeman. Load up next turn. I need to take stock and figure out how many boats we need to build to take full advantage of our ability. When do I call this war also? I could probably take Fashoda, Winchester, and Neapolis very easily. What is this bug? Game? Thank you. Okay. Constant endless scrolling. That's cool. Can I afford a Saga hero? Yeah, let's figure out these guys. Activate on naval unit this turn. Naval units cost no movement points. Okay, that's not the greatest. At this point, it's a lot less useful for me. But we're just gonna keep heading down towards Fashoda, and we'll deal with whatever we can deal with when we get there. I think it'd be nice to have a Ringstatter here for the Happies. You could probably also use one for the Happies. We'll take Fashoda, and that's another city taken. We're at 19. Do I think I can hit 20? Probably. I feel like it's more than possible. Especially if I just piece him out right now. It'll probably give me Winchester. here. I could probably even get Neapolis if I tried. They'll give me one or the other, but not both. What about Abalessa? Lundris is too much. Will you give me Abalessa? All right, propose. Beyonce. I don't even know where Abalessa was. Over here. Oh, it was one of my city-states. Wow, he took out all my city-states. Jerk. Enlightenment level 2. I would love to get an Enlightenment 3, but that is most likely not going to happen. A relic on a foreign pillage tile. That's not as good. I don't like that Saga hero as much. The Saga heroes are not as good as I would like them to be, honestly. I could go for a future tech. Why not? Let's just get the future tech and be happy with it. And we're working on our second future civic. 21 out of 15 settlements is kind of a lot. If we play as the Ottomans, we should have quite a few relics within our borders that we can just slurp up and grab and be happy about. That should allow us to plump through the culture victory pretty fast. And it's not like we're done warring with Freddy. Especially once we get the siege promotions from the Ottomans, we'll just whip right through them. In fact, that's probably what I should spend my money on, is just full siege units. Activate on a commander. All units of its domain in the commander radius are healed fully. That's also less good than I would hope. Okay, for right now, let's start finding boats that we haven't bought that need to be bought. You've got all yours. You need 2. You need 2. You need 2. And Uxmal needs some as well. Okay. 10 turn timer is reached. I can't get another future civic within that time. Republic, monarchy. Let's go with long live the monarchy. We have a few unhappy people, but we can repair things. It won't be that hard to fix all this up, especially if we get some gold. But what attribute? Expansionist. I'll go for food on the warehouse buildings. I need to find some happiness, probably from the specialists. So we'll throw that in. Is there anything here that's not making me anything? I mean, there's not much I want to put in. I'll take Liefstein out and we'll put in Uposatha to get a little bit more happiness out. Oh, I have a treasure convoy. From what? Oh, the gold and the fox. Our adjacencies aren't even that good in all of our cities. It's just like the amount of yields that she's able to get outweighs all that. We're able to get to the culture so fast that our policies unlock so quickly that we're just good. Will I be able to get the first economic? 1, 2, 1, maybe. We might get 1 economic point here. That would be pretty cool. I'd be happy with that. Everybody's spying on me. I wish they would stop. Counter spying does no good. So for all the people in the comment section right now going, just counter spy, it doesn't do anything. Boats. Can't get a boat here. I need 3 more in this settlement. We're not gonna get there because I don't have enough turns. I need 2 more in this settlement. Again, probably not gonna get there because we don't have the turns. Random future tech tribute point into culture. Fantastic. I like culture. Wonders or culture per resource, I guess. And we're kind of done at this point. So gold on gold buildings. Let's go for culture on culture buildings. Where did I see that? And that's most of our water tiles with boats on them. 151 influence per turn. No hub towns. No influence buildings. 100% off of boats. We're at 1,000 almost culture per turn. We've only built like 2 kilns. We have built some wonders, but we've only built a couple of kilns, and there's Treasure Fleet 1 done. We're about to get Machu Picchu, which is really cool. I like to get that. Machu Picchu might be the best wonder in the whole game, I think. This will add... These aren't good adjacencies because Oh man, you're already at 40. Well, we got 2 3-starred out, so that's fine with me. I didn't try my hardest to get the others. Why are you over there? What do you have to be next to? A river and a district. There's no point. We're not gonna. What am I doing? We're not gonna finish that in time. It's 1 turn until the end of the age. Nobody's getting it at this point. I might be able to get Enlightenment 3. What am I looking at here? 35. In the next turn, I can probably purchase a grist mill or something. No, I could probably purchase that now, right? No, not there. Sawmill. Let's put it back here. Cancel. I would rather put it on this mine. That gives me a person. I can put this person down on this tile. That should do it. Yes, Enlightenment 3. So that's triple legacies this game. Getting Sayyida up to level 7. We've almost level 10'd her across 2 full games and 1 antiquity age. So that's pretty fast. We're gonna start the next era with so much culture per turn. Age of exploration ends. Throw down these last few things. It's a shame I didn't get any more treasure points. There's too many. They expect you to do too many for this. That needs to get adjusted down to be less points. Maybe like 5 total less points in the whole tree, and you'd be more realistically able to get at least up to level 2. Because Toshkana is so easy comparatively. Like, you can get the religious thing like sneezing. It's done. Exploration age comes to an end, and we can look at our legacy rankings there and see how well we've done. I'm pretty sure we've done amazingly. Vidyardar to Iceland alone. 3331. Age rankings. Second place, last place, top place, top place. Well, not last place, third place, I should say. Third place, not last. And when we look at our legacies, 19 to 11 with Trung and Lafayette being down here way at the bottom. We are smashing everybody on this deity game. We've hit level 7. Yeah, and we're going to continue the next game using the same memento setup that we had previously, with the less maintenance on naval units and the gold per naval unit. And we're going to transition into the Ottomans, who are going to allow us to do quite a bit of damage to this world. And honestly, we could either go for a military or a culture victory. We'll see in the next episode. Everybody, thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.